friends, I hope that you are doing well. This is a bit of a different angle, I know. I am busy with an event, Dark Art Diamond Painting Fanatics on Facebook for the month of October. So each day we get a different challenge. It's quite challenging to my OCD. I will talk about that while I do this WIP and chat. So WIP stands for Work in Progress. This is my current WIP canvas diamond painting that I'm doing for the event. It's called The Judgment Card by Ines Guerrero, and you can join me. So grab a beverage. I have a glass of juice here. It's quite warm, so I'm in South Africa for those that don't know. Hi to all my new subbies, I'm so glad that you are here. So take out your own WIP if you're working on something. It can be any crafting, and yeah, just sit back and listen to me ramble a bit. If you hear some noises in the background, we live in a estate with a lot of houses in here. I think there's about 400, and there's garden services every day. So I'm sitting on my drafting table in front of the TV in the lounge area, and yeah, but if you also hear some water noises, we have an aquarium with some fishies in here. So yeah, just see that as a bit of background noise. This canvas is so big, it's a bit difficult to do that in my craft room. In any case, before I start, I would love that you do the YouTube thingies. So before you leave, please leave me a thumbs up. It doesn't cost anything. It really helps the channel. Thank you so much. And then if you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing. Go and check out all my playlists. And if you like what you see and hear, then come and join. That would be awesome. So okay, I thought that I'm gonna do this little block because this is quite a nice part of line blocking I see here, so it should be alright-ish to do this. As it's Halloween, I'm using some of my Halloween accessories, so I think this is quite fun. I got this one in a Halloween box or something, so I'm gonna use this. A cover minder is just, it keeps your foam away, so I can just put it on one side so that it doesn't get in the way. And yeah, I just used a little bit of washi tape on the side, so you can see that. It's a bit difficult. This is with the light pad on, so let me show you how it looks without the light pad. So, okay, yeah, it's a bit of a cloudy day, even though it's super humid and warm. So I'm just using my light pad, and I find that it helps. I'm going to show you my accessories that I use. So is this not so cute? It is from Firefly. I really encourage you guys to go and check out their trays that they released. This was a limited edition last year, and it says Halloween of Horrors 23. So it's quite fun. It's 3D printed with a pumpkin on there, and then it just opens up like that. It has that little switch function that you can open it up, and then it opens the spout, or otherwise you close it. I really like that, and it is called the Inferno Nano. So they have different names for them, but this is my favorite. So it has a slide function, it's very easy, and there's a little trash can, and you can put your pen in there. But I thought it would be fun to use my Bella Art de Nicole Book of the Damned for a trash can. So this is actually a mini tray, but if you slide the book part open, so you can see that's all my trash bits so far. It's not a lot, I must say, because I've done quite a lot of this for the event already, but I just keep it like that, so it has some slots, and then I put my trash in there because this is too tiny a tray for me to use for to diamond paint. And then obviously I have my pen that I got from the one with the diamond art. It just has a lot of metallic rhinestones in the resin. So I like to start with our 310. So I am using these screw top bottles. So let me pour this in there. This was very static, the vacuum baggies. So this is from Diamond Art Club. You can see how it sticks to the container even. So I just take the dryer sheets, cut it up in little pieces, and I just put it in each container. So that really helps. So let's do our shakies. Yeah, it lies so nicely in these trays. I really like it. I'm not affiliated or sponsored by anything you see in this video. All of these things I've purchased with my own money. So let's do a little bit. This is a very fun event. It is I'm just going to start anywhere. It is on Facebook, and I like Facebook events where you post your progress and you don't have to watch compulsory videos, listen out for keywords. I think I've had a WIP and chat before where I had my opinion about events. There's so many diamond painting events and stuff going on, and with having hectic lives, life gets in the way sometimes. It's difficult to sit down and watch videos when you must, like there's a deadline. So I will catch up on videos over the weekend when I have a chance. While I diamond paint, I like to put in my earphones and I listen to them, but that's not always ideal when you do a event. So as you see, this is going quite fast. This is line blocking, by the way, so that means you can use your multiplacer and you can just go at it with these lines. Why I like to start, you can start with any color, but I can see in this space there's a lot of 310s black. It's these little symbols with white circles in them, and I just find that it's easier to do the most first, the most color, and then you can just fill in the rest. So yeah, so this event is fun. I see some people, there's some interesting comments sometimes. I think some people left the event because they said it's too challenging. So Dog Art Diamond Painting Fanatics is a group that is more your dog art, and if you don't know already, I love dog art, but I'm fussy about it. I'm not into gore, and there are people that is into gory diamond paintings. Like for instance, this is also falls under dog art, but it's a beautiful girl. Go and look out my previous diamond painting video where I did an unboxing of her. She's quite beautiful. She has a sad look on her face, but yeah, it still falls under dog art. So I like my beautiful dog art. I'm not into gore at all. I think in my whole stash of maybe 180 in total diamond paintings, I have one that has a bit of gore in it, but I haven't done that unboxing yet. I will still, I buy diamond paintings that speaks to me, and that is just like, it's called Pick Me Apart or something like that. So you can imagine already, like, yeah, it is what it says. And if you know, I have mental health struggles, and that just spoke to me. I am gonna have some probably gagging moments when I get to the gore part of that canvas, I must be honest. It'll be quite funny when I do that, but yeah, that'll probably only be next year because we're already in middle October. I can't believe that. And Christmas time is starting after spooky season is over. So I have some canvases that I might want to work on once I'm done with this. But first, I just want to finish some of my WIPs. So I have quite a few. Some people like to start a WIP and they finish it. I don't. So that is, I think I have 5 WIPs at the moment. I have one that gave me total burnout that I stopped like 2 years ago. No, I kid you not, and I just can't finish it. So I told my mom that she also likes to diamond paint. I got her into it, and I asked her if she can finish that one for me because it's more than halfway done, but I just can't go any further. I've spoken about it before. It's my Achilles heel. It is Diamond Art Club Steampunk Browes from Chris Ortega. I love his work, but I tried to make some changes and I failed miserably. And I had to pick off a lot of diamonds one by one with a tweezer so many times that it gave me complete burnout. So my mom is very happy to do that one, so she's gonna finish it for me. Like normally I want to feel that sense of achievement to finish a diamond painting that I started, but I just can't. That one has been in the waiting room since 2 years ago that I've last worked on it, and let's be honest, I'm just not gonna get to that one. I have too many other ones that I really want to do, so she can finish that one for me. I will have no problem with that at all. And I wanted to have the storage containers that it occupied, and it's actually the one that I'm using now, my pink suitcase with 120 bottles in there, and it's really useful, even though it wasn't really necessary for this kit because this kit has like 29 colors, so I'm not using all of the bottles. But one Diamond Art Club vacuum packed baggie is about 2 of these bottles. So the black, for instance, the 310s, because they are the primary color in here, I will open 2 baggies at once, so I will use 4 bottles. So I went with that with this kit. Yeah, so otherwise, going back to the event, so some people were saying it was too difficult, so they said that they're not gonna take part in the event anymore. And the host commented, and I agree with what she said, like there's a lot of planning that goes into the event. So when you sign up, they get an idea of how many sponsors they must get, how many prizes, there goes a lot of time and effort into that. I hope that one day, as my channel grows and I get to certain milestones, that I want to start hosting events, because I think that would be fun. I'm a creative person, but I'm seeing what the hosts are saying, that it takes a lot of time and energy and planning and all of that. And if people said they will join and you plan for them and then they say no, they're not going to do this anymore, 3 weeks into the challenge, then it's disappointing. So I totally agree with that. Yeah, so that's why I'm just keeping on going. I didn't think at first that I would be able to do this challenge as well. I say I'm creative, but when it comes to for instance, one challenge was pick your 7 favorite horror movies or Halloween movies. It doesn't have to be gory horror, but movies that you would watch over Halloween time or something. Oh, there I made a boo-boo. Poured glue, you can just move around a bit. So I went over onto another symbol. So you had to pick your 7 favorite movies, and then you had to, in the first 7 blocks that you numbered, it must be 3 by 4 inches. So then you must, I'm going to do 3 there. Then you must paint in that block like a representation of that movie, so people can sort of see, oh, that's that movie. So for instance, Scream, which is really like a pop culture movie, I think, I painted a telephone an old school phone, and with some sound waves coming out of it. So like in Scream, he calls the girl in the beginning and ask what's your favorite movie and all of that, and also Sydney, the main character. So yeah, I did that, but it took quite a while to do that, and it looks like a 2-year-old that did that. But I enjoyed it, and like the host said, it's not supposed to be perfect, you're just supposed to have fun doing this. So yeah, that was what I did for that. So we did that. The biggest challenge for me was actually 7 days, again, that we had to 7 blocks to checkerboard. Now, I'm not a single placer. If I can do multi-placing, I do that instead. I'm not a big fan of confetti, but I buy canvases based on the image, and if the image that I love is a canvas that has a lot of confetti, then so be it. But I take breaks between confetti and color blocking. Color blocking is basically what I'm doing now, so I can go mad with my multiplacer. So yeah, I found that the most challenging. I think the diamond painting checkerboard. So checkerboard is every second drill field you must put a drill. So, and then one line must be a regular line and one line must be checkerboard. You see, you have to like really focus on that. And I like to listen to series or whatever, so my table is in front of the TV, so I can listen to series or YouTube videos or anything while I diamond paint. But while I was busy with that, I had to really focus. So, and you do make a few mistakes along the way, but it's all for fun. So I am waiting for the spin again. So she does a spin and it says what the challenge is. So I'm on track with the challenges. I was behind a bit, but then I got on track again. Also because I'm in between jobs at the moment, which means I'm unemployed at the moment. So I have the time to actually sit and do this. I don't think I would have been able to do this if I was working, especially with my previous job that I left. So yeah, a lot has happened since we last chatted. I was just unlucky and I landed in two very toxic workplaces, and now I have a problem where I have to explain to new employers or recruiters why my CV should not be seen as job hopping. But there's lots of reasons for people to leave within a couple of months and not stay on, and that is, you only get to see the culture of the company when you start working there and when you talk to people. So at the first job, they actually kept people away from me while I was doing induction training, and it was because they didn't want the people to say negative things about the company, about how low the morale is. And I saw some emails going around that people were resigning and leaving, and they kept checking in. They hope nobody bothered me and all of that, and it was red flags. But in the end, when my training was done and I started talking to people, I realized how bad the culture was and how many people was leaving. And I saw there was favoritism, and I went to speak, as I was in a manager position, I went to speak to main directors, and I said to them, I don't like what's going on here. You're treating some of the staff very badly, and I can't see why, because they can do the job. They're technically strong. They might not have the best people skills, but they're not in a management position. So give them soft skills training, or I am busy helping them because I oversee them, but I still see you treating them badly and in such a way that they also want to leave, and that's a problem because it's highly skilled people with experience. And also the one lady was a bit elderly, and I was raised that you respect your elders no matter what. Any case, they said to me basically that if I'm unhappy there, then I can leave. So I said to them, no, it's not like I want to quit, but I just need some time to think about this. And so they asked me to please leave all my hardware at the office and I can go home. And then I asked them, can I come back tomorrow morning? And they said yes. But then I received an email that said I don't have to come back, and that was like 10 minutes before end of work, 5 minutes or 10 minutes before. Yeah, so I thought that was a very low blow. So they were waiting until the end of the work day to send me an email to say you don't have to come back to work tomorrow. And I spoke to my husband and I said to him, listen, if these people can't even listen and have a rational, mature conversation, then I don't think I want to work there, and I'm not going to wait and leave the control in their hands. It's too toxic, and I'm just going to put in my resignation. I actually had grounds for coerced resignation that you can take further to labor courts, but I just didn't want to deal with them. Yeah, and I just left it. So the next job I got was basically the same, and again, you don't see what's going on until you start working there and when you start talking to people. And I was just really disappointed because I was so excited. It was in the jewelry industry. I'm not gonna say the name, but I'm just gonna talk about the experience. So I don't know anymore if it's a good idea to work in an industry where you love the product, it sort of like puts you off that, if that makes sense. If stuff goes badly and you really see like behind the scenes what's going on there. And yeah, it's like we have a saying in my native language, Afrikaans, that translates basically to on top it shines, but at the back it's rotten to the core. And I got to see that. The staff were unhappy, and basically when I resigned, I was the 5th person of 6 people that resigned in 2 weeks' time. So that says a lot, right? And I don't take impulsive decisions. When I started working there, I already saw I don't agree with stuff they do. My boss again had favorites. I could clearly see that. They would hold birthday parties and go all out with like organizing parties for people. And I asked, for example, how that works, and they said it's only for big milestone birthdays, which is like 30, 40, 50, 60. So there was a birthday held for one of the people I observed was a favorite of the one director, and I asked the lady, "Oh, happy birthday. How does it feel to be 21? You know, I like to make jokey. And she said, "Oh no, she turned 36 or 37. Any case, that's not what I was told, because I know some of the other people, or one of the ladies, she turned 39, and they didn't even like acknowledge that. Like, but this one got a full-blown birthday. So it's just an example, but I could see then what they say in their policies, reality versus expectation, again, was not the same. And I didn't agree with what they did. So I was also left on my own. I had to keep myself busy. And I communicated a lot with my direct boss. She was barely available. And then I was told by HR that I don't communicate with her enough. I'm like, what? Where does this come from? Like, you can literally check my phone how I communicate with her every day. Does she need me? Blah, blah, blah. So it was just like a lot of things, and it wasn't really HR. It was 2 ladies that had done recruitment before, and yeah, so there was also not really qualified HR. People were saying that they can't go and approach HR, and they would come and talk to me because I had HR experience, and they knew that. So yeah, I've always found people trust me and find me warm and empathic. And yeah, that's why I decided, because so many people had said, sure, Steph, you would make an amazing HR manager. And that's the position I'm currently looking for, as I've done that before, and it gave me the most fulfillment. So I spoke to my husband and I said to him, I'm not happy, and he saw I wasn't happy. And it was also a 4-hour commute by car every day. So it was just not feasible for the long term to keep doing that. The last thing that really put me over to resign was that I was asked to do something unethical, and I'm not going to say or expand on that, but it goes against my moral values and ethical values, because I have a law degree and I have a chartered accountancy, so I know that that is not cool. So yeah, I didn't want to be associated with that, and that is the day when I decided I'm going to send in my resignation. So twice I've walked away, resigning with no new job waiting for me. It is quite stressful. If you've ever been in a job seeking position and you are not working while job seeking, it is quite stressful, because you need income to live. And we bought a house, so yeah, that's basically in a nutshell what's been going on. I left about 2 weeks ago, so I've been on 2 interviews. One I had yesterday, and they said that they'll give feedback by tomorrow. So today is 17 October, Thursday. I went Wednesday yesterday, so they said they'll give feedback by tomorrow. So I'm sitting here like biting my nails, hoping, because I really liked what I heard and saw, but what counts against me is because I have 2 qualifications, chartered accountancy and a law degree, and that sounds good, but I'm actually screwed in a way where people easily say to me I'm overqualified for a position. While things change, life changes. I've been like chasing the big dogs and the big jobs and all of that. I've had that. I've had a long career, and I've hit the top of the career where I was offered directorship and all of that. So I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. And my dad, exactly today, 3 years ago, he died, and my mom came to stay with us. I'm sitting with the house that I inherited, that I'm trying to sell, put on the market. So there's a lot of things going on at the moment, and it's not that it's difficult to tell people, yeah, I'm overqualified, but I'm not looking for a top job. I'm not looking for a title. I'm not a title chaser anymore. I just want to do something where it gives me fulfillment, and working with people gives me fulfillment. So that's why I want to be in HR. I think I can really make a difference. Yeah, I was just like a bit worried because they kept asking me yesterday in the interview. They're just concerned that they can see I'm very qualified. I have a very big, diverse job experience. I'm creative. I'm analytical. So I have left brain skills. I have right brain skills. As you can see, I love being creative. So they're worried that I might get bored with doing a lot of administrative tasks. And I said to them, I know I'm working in HR has a lot of like administrative tasks, and I'm fine with that. But yeah, I'm worried, like, again, I'm gonna, like, if this doesn't work out, it's gonna be because I'm overqualified, and they're worried that this is gonna bore me, and that is what is mostly thrown at me. And I really hope that this doesn't happen, because if they offer me the job, I would take it, because it's very nice people. It's a different interview experience I've had than the 2 ones before. It feels different. It feels like genuine people. And it's a industry that I also love. So here in South Africa, we have a lot of wine farms, and the head office is wine bottling, packaging, exporting. So most of their wines gets exported globally. And yeah, as you guys may know, South Africa has some of the best wines and vineyards and so on. So most of their wines gets exported, and then they also have like a restaurant where they do like wine tastings and stuff, and they have a wine farm which also uses their wines. So yeah, I think just like that world would be amazing to work in, that environment. And I'm just being hopeful. So next time when we talk, hopefully I can tell you I got the job. So please think of me, send good vibes. Yeah. And otherwise, that is currently what's going on. I know that you guys overseas, like America and so on, is getting ready for autumn or fall season. Here by us, it's getting warmer. We have opposite seasons, so it's springtime, and summer is coming in December. So yeah, I'm thinking to do some summer related canvases. There's a canvas from Unimate that I would love to do. It's a witch that walks on the beach with a doggo, familiar. I love that. And she's just chilling and walking on the beach bare feet, and have some tattoos, and she just looks amazing. So I would love to do that one in December. So yeah, there's a witch in it, so it's still like counting for dark art, but it's very cute. It's sort of like a Y. So yeah, if you'd like to see that, I'll do an unboxing of her and get up, but that's my plan for December. So otherwise, after this one, I just want to finish some of my WIPs. There's one from Diamond Painting Fanatics, Cindy, that I still need to do the unboxing, but I've already worked on it halfway because when I opened it up I just couldn't wait to start on it. And it's called Miss You More, so you can already think, as I said, today is a difficult day for me, so I had to start that painting. So I want to finish that one. It also went quite quickly to get it halfway done, but it's not a super big canvas. This one is quite big, so go and check out my unboxing of this diamond painting and you'll see all the specs in there. But this is a biggie, but I'm really enjoying the line blocking. As you can see, it goes quite fast. So I think I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and week, and it's almost weekend, and we will talk soon again. And as I say, I can then tell you what happened, what feedback I got. So yeah, please send positive vibes my way, and please feel free to leave me comments. I love reading them and replying to all of them. What are you working on at the moment? But yeah, go and check out my other videos and playlists. And again, if you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing, because I would love to get to know you more. And yeah, let's become a nice big community and friends all over the world. So guys, I'm gonna love and leave you now and work on this bit and wait for the next challenge of this event, and I will see you next time. So have a great day. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.